welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Walking a tightrope there, but he makes the ground inbound. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that'll be first down, Baltimore.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll motion a tight end left. First down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Jackson. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
13 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Gets it again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out as a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Running this one left. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 from the 41. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. On first down, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down now. They need 7. Throwing, Penix. That's incomplete left side. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Leggett. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
Here we go.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here on first down. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The give to the fullback. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback hits the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Jackson keeping it himself. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nick Herbig making the play.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
QB keeping this one, turned into the option on 3rd and short. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short. has it at the 13. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. On first down, they'll run. Has some room to work. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 7.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Air it out on third. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Gets the handoff. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 14.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Lamar out of the pistol. Now he takes it. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass. And then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's the long back on the handoff. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete out to the right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. They connect for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Option give here. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
180. Get up. Get up. 180.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Get on, get on.
They send a man in motion.
180.
They give it to him again. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, middle.
Back to the well again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Again, he's got room. Into the red zone. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Give now to the running back. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the Steelers, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Now the PAT try coming up. Point after is up and through. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 21.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens returning their offense and this running back to the field. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
They bring a tight end in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Short pass brought in. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 3rd. It's his running back. At the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix working from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's go. Traveler. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, ball at the 36. Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, Penix. Completed over the middle. Only gained a couple, but still in a good spot thanks to the penalty. Second and 3. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second down. At the Ravens' 28-yard
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
70 left. Go.
Penix looking to pass. Caught out left. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And he's got it. It's in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Here's Penix to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
First and 10 at the 48.
Final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our trip around the NFL starts now. in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And it's Jaden Daniels. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Commanders are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. And this is a touchdown.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. As this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the handoff. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. And with that run, he's eclipsed Adrian Peterson's mark of 296 rushing yards. And with it, set a new single-game benchmark for what it means to run the football well. Well, listen to this crowd. They just showed it up on the big board, Brock. He is now the single-game rushing yards record holder.
This is pretty cool, Kate. I was there in person when this record was broken the first time many, many years ago. Sean Alexander in a monsoon. To see it then and now get to call it right here next to you in the booth, pretty special stuff.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Penix. This one's caught. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On first down, here's Penix. Dumps it off to his running back. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Penix. Connects on the crosser. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The give here on second. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Third down, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down. What a season this guy's has. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly. Down at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends and the best of them.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
From the gun, Jackson. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Jackson. Middle of the field, taken in by Judy. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, trying for the sticks with an option. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense, keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they hold him short of the sticks.
The Steelers and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Hey, hey, 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to keep moving forward, Braun, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down, Steelers.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ready, ready.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Smash, smash, go. Cowboy 80.
Plowing up the middle. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this run. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Set. 72 to 1.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He's got it at the 6. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Ready, set. Ready. 70 left.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
70 ring. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18, Pioneer. 60 left. 60 left. Yeah, 60.
To the air with Penix. That one connects. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Dragon 60.
Penix working from the gun. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Ravens 28.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's Jackson to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Penix on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70. Go.
From the shotgun, Penix. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of Leggett. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Had an injury on that previous play, Brock. That looks like Xavier Leggett, who's getting some help from the medical staff. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Penix to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Penix yet again. Back to Pitts it goes. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They give it to him again. And this runs overwhelmed. They drive it backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
Simpson.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Here we go, set. Liking 18. No, alert.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw. Called in left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Back to throw it. Finding his man again. It's Legette. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. His guys playing extremely well, 6-2 in their last 8. The other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice. Look, to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Foxborough. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots first down.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, you're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Still first down.
RPO.
Penix's pass complete to number 4. An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and good. And the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's how he strayed a little too far. And it draws the flag. Off the play fake, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
May to throw on second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and Next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. They'll go play action now with Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
And he's in! Touchdown Steelers! His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Steelers extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Maynard on 1st and 10.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On the give, it's Henderson. And he's going to have the Patriots 1st down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw now, May. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he will score! Touchdown, Patriots. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play call just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Pats are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Throwing now, Penix on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. And after that short run,
and now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He's got his man. That's Leggett. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The Steelers first down. A gain of 9 yards.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. And they've got 2nd and long, 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Steelers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Patriots 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Now, May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 15. Good for a Patriots first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On 1st and 10, here's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. To throw is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on third down is May. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Finding space at the 15. And he's in! Touchdown, New England.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Patriots 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured. On that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Space to run. Inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, Penix. They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Steelers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Patriots.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. It takes a certain guy in that slot position. To be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, New England.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the mark.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throw again is May. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Douglas in motion. On the ground, here is Henderson. Oh, so elusive. Even down near the goal line, doesn't quite get in. But his guys are set up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage. An injured Patriot. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 2, it's May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards, he just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year. On first down, it's Penix. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Patriots play.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and inches. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Ned. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He'll get this out to Henderson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they... Do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Hey, check that. Come on. Set. Have the 6 cut up.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
On the 6.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. He's got his man. That's weekend. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, set. 19, 18. Take off.
From the gun, here is Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 4th TD grab of the season. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
42. Patriots 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's May. Now he'll air one out. That's the throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here of the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with a pick.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is May. He'll step up and run this. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7.
Hey, what's that?
May gonna look to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And he will get into the end zone. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Now May. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout.
Let's go now.
Try to start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
28-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
The 39-yard line.
There we go, bring it.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. will get this to Pitts once more. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On second down, Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. They'll turn and hand this one off. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is May. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake, here's May. I had it to draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third and
Working out of the gun, it's May. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Tight end on the move left. He'll go play action with May. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. To throw now. May. Open man, right side. He's got it. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And here we go, throw. Hey, what's that?
Out of the gun, here's May. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. This one, a win for the visiting Steelers. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from the Steel City. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Back to throw is Nix. They try to work the screen with Scatterboot. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 24 on that one. First down, Broncos.
24-yard gain on the play.
Man in motion, heading left. They'll run with Scatterboot. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. He'll try to run for it with Scatterboot. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Scatterboot. He's going to have a Broncos first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Big snap on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point, up and good. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
Hiking 18.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Going right sideline and complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down.
Did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 70 left.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Short throw taken by Penix.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This, about as short as you can get. And oh, how about this early on? Into space. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
7
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. 18 yards on the connection. That's a Steeler first down.
7-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Penix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, Shaq.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Ready? Go! Go! Shaq. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
They'll stay on the ground. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
18, Pioneer! Here we go, here we go! Trackers, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger! Steady!
Here's Penix. That going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Throwing again, it's Penix. That one taken in right side by Leggett. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive, and as we take a look at the NFL leaders in TD passes coming in, it's right there among the best in the league. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Second down. Nix. Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run it. And Nix with a wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Up the middle they go. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Savion Jones. A gain of 2. Brings up
Ball on the 30
and
now.
8
Here's
at the
second
30-yard
and 8.
line.
Now Penix. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw again, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it just past their 25.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 46
now on 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got Henry. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point is good. Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This field ended about the 9. And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st down, it's Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. That's a Steeler 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this. I think he knew in the back of his head like he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Again, it's Penix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Penix going to throw again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the defense can't block the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw. It's Penix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing is Penix. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos.
Throwing again, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rusher.
It is a win for the visiting Broncos. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates.